Hello my friend, how are you? So today's video I want to do a full-on get ready with me and just talk about my channel. So I already put on sunscreen, which is always like my base. Even though it's cloudy outside, I feel like sunscreen is very important. So if I don't mention anything that I am putting on, it will be listed in the description box down below. So I want to go ahead and talk about why my channel is not completely religious or devoted to Catholicism. And if I could explain how I started my channel, that was many years ago actually. I think I started it in 2013, and I think I wanted to create a channel that was based on using drugstore makeup, because I think at the time I felt like I was seeing a lot of people, like influencers or people I was watching, they were using a lot of high-end makeup brands, and at the time I remember I was not working yet, and I was really fond of New Color, which is something that was found in Rite Aid or CVS stores. So if you look back, you'll be able to see those drugstore products I was using, and I really loved them. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with the Zoeva eyeshadow fix primer. And so I could say I was doing that for a while. I thought it was really fun to do tag videos and makeup tutorials. And I could save my eyeshadow application. It did improve over time, but if you look back, you are able to see my old videos. I have never deleted them. They're still there. I could say that I'm almost proud of doing those, because I remember I was really shy, and I still am, but I think I was really shy in the camera, and you could see that my voice was really quiet, but I think that was a very proud moment for me to do, to have that courage to make videos knowing that I had that characteristic. But anyway, I was just having fun, and then I think on the year of 2016, 2017, I did stop making videos, I think due to working, and I was just not as dedicated to making them. And then also I was filming on an iPad, like an old school iPad, one of the first generations of the iPad. I'm using the Juvia's Place, the Rebel Honey palette today. And so I could say I probably took a break from YouTube, but it was definitely not intentional. And so I could say like around 2017, I actually bought an iPod in Walmart. I remember it was during the holidays, and I had it on a layover payment because it was part of the payment plan I had for it. And so once I completely paid it off, I just started filming with it right away. And then I think I took a small break from filming just because I wasn't sure what content to create. And this is at the time that I'm already starting to date with my boyfriend. And you know, I remember I was just having trouble with coming up with ideas. And then I thought, you know, why not film video topics about Catholicism, about the church's calendar year, what we do during those holy days and seasons. Just because I do go to church every week, I've never skipped a beat with not going, just because I have my love of the faith of Catholicism. I just really, really love it. And so I started doing that around the pandemic, and then I kind of slowly stopped just because I feel like with Catholicism, I want to talk about my faith as openly as possible. But here on my channel, I did not start with that mentality to almost bring in light of it all the time. And I'll still share like what I feel like I want my heart to share, especially like learning about Catholic events. But I almost feel like I just don't want to force my viewers, or you who's watching, to learn about it if you don't want to. You know, for me, I really respect anyone who has faith or who doesn't, who might follow the Catholic faith or who don't. I'm really open to even possibly like maybe learning about someone else's devotion to their faith. But I know that I'm really truly devoted in mine with Catholicism. I'm really happy with it. I think I'll continue living it out quietly. And so that brings in light of how I got my YouTube channel's name. I guess like we get to pick a name for it. And I really had a hard time choosing which one would be best for me, because I was going with something with blessed, like maybe blessed LA, blessed something to do with California. And I thought, okay, you know what, I think blessed is a good one because that's how I feel with how my life is. And so I thought, well, I'm blessed in life. I'm blessed with my faith. And I'm blessed with love. Just general love, like my family, my partner, myself. And so put those all three things together, I got blessed life, love, and faith. And I think that worked out perfectly. Like I don't really see anyone having that in someone's channel. And I think it's a good way for me to stand out if someone wanted to find someone who maybe is in the faith, but not completely showing it. But I could say, for one thing, as you are watching because you're my friend, you know, like I think I would always want you to know that I always have you in my prayers. And I always hope that everything goes well for you and, you know, your life, because, you know, everyone's battle with what they're dealing with would never be known to me. And you know, I just want you to know that I just pray that you always have peace and full of goodness. Like reading your comments, it just makes my day, and I always remember you because I will never forget that feeling of how you make me feel when I read something that you've written for me to read. And I think it's incredibly sweet, and I just never forget. And so like when you do something like that for me, you know, I just cherish you so much, truly, deep in my heart. Like I don't think I could never forget about you. You know, I think overall, I won't completely take off not talking about Catholicism in my channel. Because, you know, I learned so much about it all the time. You know, I learn about, you know, the saints within the church and their lives, and I love to know what made them a saint. You know, like, I know my goal for being a Catholic is to become a saint, and I think I'm proud to say that because, you know, I don't think that's not a bad thing. It really isn't. And of course, you know, saints are not perfect at all. Like, I know I'm not perfect with following, I guess you could say consumerism. I could say that is where I struggle the most in my life. I really do feel like having so much makeup is not a good thing. I do feel like I want to be better with really choosing makeup products when it comes to purchasing them. Like, I do feel like that's a really huge weakness of mine when it comes to like the holidays. It just gets tough because they send you coupons, and then if it's your birthday month, they give you like you know, different promotions. And I could say right now that that is what I'm currently trying to work on. You know, to shop my stash, to be busy, you know, to not be in the computer so much. Or, you know, Instagram, social media. That really helps out a lot with not getting tempted. So one of the last things I do after I finish doing my makeup, I put on perfume. I've been using Hollister Pure Cali. Recently found it when I was organizing my perfume section. Also, I want to give a brief mention of how my hair is looking like. I did curl it last night and it came out really beautiful. So I use these from Conair, and they're the soft curlers. I remember getting these a long time ago in Rite Aid, and they still work. They're really, really good. So this would be the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching, my friend. I love you. You take good care. May God bless always. And I hope to see you in my next video. You be safe, okay? Bye.